JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6. The first 12 episodes are out. If you haven't seen them, they're out on Netflix. You can go check them out. Or you can probably find them somewhere else. Not that I condone doing that, but you probably can. Um, Having just finished watching episode 12, I can say that it was a really good time. I really enjoyed the first 12 or so, well, 12 or so, exactly the first 12 episodes of Stone Ocean. I thought it was really good. The first part of Stone Ocean, I guess that's what we'll call it, Part 6, Part 1, because Netflix are releasing it in bundles of episodes, was really, really good, in my opinion. For the beginning of a new part, comparing it to Part 5 and Part 4, I actually say this, in my opinion, has the strongest opening, but that might also be because it's been a while since I watched JoJo's, and when I originally watched it, I watched it in a big binge, so I might have been burnt out by the time I got to Part 4 and 5. But anyway, Part 6. I've already said I think it's good, but why? Well, first of all, the stands and their abilities I think are really cool. People have dogged on Stone Free, saying it's the weakest of the JoJo stands, as in the main JoJo. And I understand why you'd say that. It doesn't have any unbelievably broken ability like Restoration, ability to stop time, and whatever the fuck Gold Experience does, or what Araki decides it does in each given chapter. But it's really cool. I think, in my opinion, it's the most interesting. Yes, punches restore, and then punch fast and stop time, and then Gold Experience. But like the ability to unravel the user's body, create netting and threads, I think it's really cool. And the application of Stone Free so far in the story has been really fun. I've really enjoyed it. As for the other stands, we have Foo Fighters. Well, I'm only gonna say the names other than Jolene's. I won't go into what the stand ability is in case you haven't seen the episodes yet. But we have Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters' introduction as a stand and stand user is very interesting, relatively unique. Then we have Kiss, and we have Goo Goo Dolls. Any others we've seen? Jumping Jack Flash, Weather Forecast, Weather Report, even Forecast is the translated name. I fucking love Weather Report, by the way. Probably my favorite character so far. His stand ability is so cool. I absolutely love Weather Report. Obviously, we've seen Whitesnake, which is the main antagonist so far. Obviously, Star Platinum has been there, Manhattan Turnover, and a few other stands as well. But this part has been really, really interesting so far. I've heard people say that the prison part of Part 6 is the most boring. I highly disagree. Maybe they were just misinformed or just it wasn't their cup of tea, but I think the prison bit so far has been really interesting. I've really enjoyed it. Having watched episode 12 just now, I can say that I'm looking forward to the next set of episodes from episode 13, I presume, to 24 is what we'll get next. And yeah, Part 6, really, really good. I highly recommend you go check it out. If you like JoJo's, Part 6 is 100% worth watching because, well, it's more JoJo. It finalizes. If you don't know about Part 6, it'll finalize the current timeline. Saying that there's a current timeline implies there's another timeline, which might be a spoiler if you don't know what happens. But you've probably heard about some of the weird shit from Part 7 and 8. But Part 6, I've genuinely really enjoyed. Jolene as a character is kind of just Jotaro, but better. Because, believe it or not, Jotaro doesn't have much of a personality in Part 3 or Part 4. Or for this brief bit of Part 5 he's in, or much of Part 6 that he's in because he's Jotaro. He's just, yeah, I do my shit, and that's basically it. But I don't get me wrong, I don't dislike Jotaro, but I'd say Jolene is just a better character. Not just because she's female and, ooh, unique, female JoJo, but I just think she's just a cool character. Same with the rest of the cast. Jesus, and he choked. Same with the rest of the cast we've been introduced to so far. Then we get onto the music. The music is absolutely incredible. JoJo's is known for its openings, its character songs, and this season is no different. The themes we have are incredible. The opening, I couldn't tell you the name of it, is really good. The first JoJo opening sung by a female, probably to go in tandem with our first female JoJo. Jolene's theme is so fucking good, man. I think it's smoke. When I initially listened to it, I was like a bit mid on it, but the application throughout the story has been really, really good. So yes, I am highly looking forward to more Part 6, and if you haven't checked it out yet, go do so. But if you're waiting for it to all finish before you can binge it, that's entirely fair. You have a treat to look forward to when that happens, in my opinion. As for how Netflix is handling the adaptation, I'd say they're doing a pretty good job. There are a few times where there are background characters that are just silhouettes, but that is entirely fine. There was one actually very good application of that during the Foo Fighters arc, which I thought actually benefited the story, whether it was intentional or not, I don't know, but I do think it helped with aspects of the mystery for that arc. And yeah, in all honesty, really, really good show. I really enjoyed the first 12 episodes of Part 6. And once again, I'll say it, go check them out if you're interested, or you like more JoJo's. If you haven't checked out JoJo's yet, it's probably worth watching. Yes, the first part is a bit of a hard watch, and Part 3 is really long and tedious, but if you get through Part 3, you're probably here for the long run, and it's entirely worth watching the rest of it if you can sit through Part 3, when Araki really comes onto his own and develops stands as their own unique power system after Hamon in Part 1 and 2. But yes, watch Part 6, or JoJo in general. With that said, leave a like, comment, sub, hit the notification bell. You know the usual thing. I've been Animosity, you've been you, and I'll catch you all next time for the video. Ta-ta.